During the 19th century, soldiers, especially enlisted men, were expected to endure certain hardships, but they also sometimes expected certain privileges. Thus, on April 22, 1834, in expectation of moving from here, Fort Towson, to Fort Jessup, Louisiana, Lieutenant Colonel Josiah H. Vose Sr. wrote, "Sir, I have just been ordered to repair to Fort Jessup and assume command of the regiment and post. General Leavenworth, who left here yesterday for Fort Gibson, informed me that his headquarters will probably be combined at Fort Jessup and that he will occupy all the belongings heretofore appropriate for the commanding officer of the post. All the quarters at Fort Jessup are now occupied, and I do not expect to be able to obtain even a single room without inconvenience to some of the families now there. I have here therefore to request that the assistant quartermaster at that post may be directed to build immediately a suitable house for the commanding officer and a stable for the horses. This is absolutely necessary from the fact that the commanding officer at a frontier post is obliged to entertain and lodge a good deal of company. My present quarters consist of a house, 1 story high, with front and rear hall 10 feet wide, with a staircase to the attic story which is neatly finished, 4 large well-finished rooms with folding doors and fireplaces in each room, kitchen and breakfast room in the basement with a convenient enclosed yard. I should like a similar house at Fort Jessup. I shall be at Fort Jessup about the middle of May and hope to leave there by the last of June for Boston, and intend to return with my family in the fall, provided I can have suitable quarters for them. You will confer a great favor by giving me an answer to this letter at an early day and directing it to Fort Jessup. If my request shall be granted, I hope that such orders will be given to the assistant quartermaster as will enable him to have my quarters ready by the 1st of December."